Remember when Chris Rock said the best form of gun control would be to establish a bullet tax? Well, it looks like he might just have got his wish. Kind of. You see, Vista Outdoor, a parent company to many firearms businesses, told Newsweek that it will substantially increase its ammunition prices due to an anticipated global shortage of gunpowder. Due to world events, our suppliers have notified us of unprecedented demand for and an anticipated global shortage of gunpowder, and thus has increased our prices substantially, Vice President of Sales, Sporting Products Brett Nelson said in the letter. We must therefore raise our pricing to help offset these increases. You see, this is why I'm such a proponent of laser guns. If we had guns that shot unlimited lasers, we wouldn't have this problem. That's also why I made this Need Money for Pew Pew design that's available right now at shop.mrcolionnoir.com. And this price increase is also why right now, this hoodie and all of the other designs are 15% off when you use the code NEEDMONEYGUN. And you get 20% off my favorite over-the-ear hearing protection, the AKT1, when you use the code EARPRO. There's a link in the description section of this video that you can click after you finish watching this video. But in all seriousness, ammunition has always been the Achilles heel of the Second Amendment. We can have all the guns we want, but if we don't have any ammunition, the guns are useless. Make no mistake, the anti-gun lobby has a history of trying to make firearm ownership so expensive that it makes exercising the Second Amendment for people who aren't rich and the elite 10 times harder. Take, for instance, what they tried to do with Saturday night specials.
Back in the 60s and 70s, the anti-gunners tried to ban thousands of handguns for nothing more than being relatively inexpensive. They invented the derogatory term Saturday night specials to cast these guns in a bad, scary light. They called them junk guns and claimed only criminals used them. Personally, I think it was all an excuse to keep them out of those people's hands. And so did civil rights leader Roy Innis, who called it racism at its worst. Of course, the claims about criminals were found to be flat out false by criminologists and law enforcement. You can't set an admission fee on freedom. You can't ban pencils because poor people might write with them. And you can't ban inexpensive guns because poor people might defend their lives with them.
Now, do I believe this gunpowder shortage is due to some conspiratorial plan of the anti-gun lobby and the current administration? Maybe, maybe not. I'm sure I could pull on a conspiracy thread and follow it to some plan where making ammo harder to get for the American people is a welcome byproduct of a larger plan. As the article points out, while Vista Outdoors did not specifically say which world events contributed to the increase, the war in Ukraine and the conflict between Israel and Hamas in Gaza have resulted in substantial demand for ammunition. So in short, our current administration is sending billions of our tax dollars to other countries so that they can pay for guns and ammunition and arm their people, while the same administration does everything in their power to disarm the American people. While on top of our tax dollars being spent to arm other people, we also have to foot the bill for the additional increase in ammunition. Look, I don't have a problem with us arming our allies, but it starts getting real annoying when our own government is trying to disarm us at the same time, and the cost of gun ownership, among other things, keeps rising. Now, you could argue that the price hike isn't that substantial, considering on average price increase will be 1 to 7% on average. But those percentages start adding up real quick once you start buying multiple boxes. And God forbid, if you train regularly, you're definitely gonna feel it. Now, if you reload, well, I guess it ain't that cheap to do anymore, considering alien powder is gonna increase to about 10%. All things considered, doesn't look like the cost of ammo will be going down anytime soon. And you can argue if a company this big is having to raise prices, it's only a matter of time before every other ammo company might be forced to do the same thing. Now, before you click that link in the description section to take advantage of the Pew Pew Life Store holiday sale, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment about your thoughts on the ammo price increase. And hit the subscribe button along with the all bell symbol so that you get notified when I release a video.